Alright guys, today for our math lesson we are adding fractions with different denominators. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I want you to try these on your own first and then see if you get them correct when I solve them. Alright, so here's your first problem. Go ahead and pause and solve. Alright, when we have different denominators, remember you have to change the denominators to be the same. So you have to use your skills from yesterday and find equivalent fractions for the problems with the same denominator as one of the other, or you have to change both of them. So already I can see what I can change here to make my denominator the same as the fourths. Because I know that 2 can be multiplied by something to get 4. So I'm going to change the 1/2 to fourths. So I'm going to have 1/2 and I'm going to times it by 2 on the top and the bottom. And I'm going to get 6 2/4 plus 4 1/4. Now, when you add with mixed numbers, you need to add the mixed numbers first. That's the easiest way to do it. So 6 plus 4 is 10. And then I'm going to add the fractions together. And now that they have the same denominator, I can add them. So 2/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4. So your answer for that one should have been 10 3/4. If you got that one right, virtual high five. And moving on to the next one. The next one is 7 2/4 plus 3 1/8. So go ahead and try to solve that. Change the denominators to be the same. All right, so we're trying to find a common denominator here, and I know that I can multiply 4 by something to get me 8. I know that 8 is a multiple of 4, so that's going to be an easy one to change. So I'm going to change 2/4 into 8ths. So to do that, I'm going to multiply 4 by 2 and 2 by 2. Just like that. And so I'm going to get 7 4/8 plus 3 1/8. All right, so now I'm going to add them together. So again, I'm going to add 7 plus 3, which is 10. 4 plus 1, which is 5. And then my denominator is 8ths, so I get 10 5/8. Again, if you got that one right, virtual high five, you're doing awesome. Again, if I'm going too fast, remember you can slow this down, you can pause it as much as you'd like, or you can reach out to me and we can meet one-on-one with the Google Meets link and we can work on these together. So if you're really struggling, let me know because I'm happy to help. So the next one though is 6 3/6 plus 2 1/2. So go ahead and try to pause and solve. All right, for this one, you could do a couple different things. You could change the 1/2 into 6ths, or you can change the 6ths into halves. So I am going to do the 6ths into halves because I want to change so that I don't have to simplify it later. So if you find a spot where you can divide instead of multiplying, then you will get you want to simplify it at the end, so it's a little bit easier in the long run. So I'm going to take 3/6, that was our question from yesterday, right? And I'm going to divide it, like I did yesterday, by 3 on the top and the bottom. So I'm taking 3 divided by 3, which is 1, and 6 divided by 3, which is 2. And then my 6 stays, so it's 6 1/2 plus 2 1/2. So what's 6 plus 2? 8. 1 plus 1 is 2, and my denominator is 2. Now, can I leave it like that? No, I can't leave it like that because 2 halves is 1 whole. So I'm instead of 8 2/2, I'm going to get 9, just a 9, as my final answer. Because I took my 8 plus my 1 to get 9. Now, if you did it the other way, where you multiplied the 2 1/2 by 3 to get 6, we're going to do it that way now. So I get 6 3/6 plus 2 3/6, and 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 is my denominator is 6. So again, I get 8 6/6, which is 9 because it's the same as 8 plus 1, which is 9. So you would have gotten the same answer either way. Okay? All right, so moving on to the next one. This one, I'm going to have 4 1/4 plus 3 1/12. So go ahead and try this one. Try to find a common denominator there. All right, so for this one, I'm going to change the 4th into 12ths. And I know that 12 is a multiple of 4, so I'm going to multiply 4 by 3 and 1 by 3. And I'm going to get 4 3/12 plus 3 1/12. So hopefully you got that so far. And I'm going to add these together. So 4 plus 3 is 7. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then my denominator should stay the same as 12. Now, if you notice, I can't leave it like that. I have to simplify 7 4/12. So I can divide those both by 4. So I'm going to get 7 1/3. So 7 1/3 is the same as 7 4/12. So either one of those answers, I would accept either one of these two. So good job if you got that right. All right, last one already. We're just cruising along here. The last one is 3 1/5 plus 4 1/4. So go ahead and try it. All right, I went ahead and made a difficult one for the last one. So what you have to do is you have to change both of them because nothing times 5 is going to give you 4 and nothing times 4 is going to give you 5. So you're going to have to multiply them both by something to get the same denominator. So the easiest way to do that is by using the opposite denominator and multiply. So I'm going to multiply this one by 4s and this one by 5s. So 1 times 4 and 5 times 4 and then 4 times 5 and 1 times 5. Just like that. So if you didn't do that, go ahead and pause and do it that way. So I'm going to get 3 4/20 plus 4 5/20. All right, and then 3 plus 4 is 7. Oh my gosh, I keep getting the same answers for that. And then 4 plus 5 is 9. And then my denominator is 20. Now, nothing times 9 is going to give you 20, and you can't divide those two by the same number because nothing, like you can't do 1 because that will give you 9/20, so you get the same thing. 9 can't be divided by 2. 3, 20 can't be divided by 3. 4, 9 can't be divided by 4, and so on. So there's nothing that they both can be divided by. So 7 and 9/20 is as simplified as it can get. It's as you can't simplify it any more than that. So 7 and 9/20 is your answer for that one. All right, guys, that is your math for the day. Oh my goodness, awesome, already done. So tomorrow's math looks a little different. It's the same skills as last week, but we combined them for one day. So make sure that you check out what you're supposed to do for that. It's changing improper fractions to mixed numbers and then the opposite way. So I'll see you then.